What it do, what it is, what it be. Y'all tuning in to Everywhere One CV. It's your boy, Just Kai.
And it's your girl, TJ.
What it do, Tasty?
Still Jay.
And we back with another one with the OGs, triple OGs. They have returned. Well, we did have Jay still back, but we had to go rescue Tasty over here from the tower. You know how we had the tower and the Tasty hiding from the smoke. You know what I mean? But we back with another one. No, I'm just playing, man. How y'all doing?
Kicked us out last week.
How y'all doing?
Right.
Yeah, we did kind of kick out.
Y'all gotta rescue me.
It was a couple weeks ago. But yeah, how y'all doing? Doing? Welcome back.
Did y'all miss us? Did y'all miss the feminine energy last week, or was it like, oh yeah, this is nice, all the dudes?
Some couple weeks ago.
Listen.
All the dudes.
Well, that's fine. We ain't miss y'all either.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. It was different. It was different. Back to have the original cast, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
What everyone wants to see.
Right.
Yes.
Well, this is what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna dive into relationships a little bit early. This is an interesting topic because we've been watching this show called I don't know if y'all heard of it, Married at First Sight. It's very funny. But basically the show is about these couples. They're matched together by what are they? Are they
by like pretty much
relationship experts or something like that.
Whatever.
So they match these people together, random people, and they literally don't know who they're marrying until the day of the wedding when they walk down the aisle. So it's called Married at First Sight, and they give them like a certain amount of time to, grow together before they actually have to make a decision on called the decision day, whether or not to stay with the person or
get a divorce.
But it's just interesting about like the way some of these people live. Like, I think one guy was on there. He didn't tell his significant other that he got paired with that he was roommates with girls. So my question is, how comfortable can you?
Was it? Go ahead. I want to name another example.
Oh, you want to name another example?
Because I feel like this is a better example to what the topic is. There was another couple who, the guy, he has like girl best friends, and when he was introducing his girl best friends with his new wife, the best friend was like, yeah, he's a really great guy. We hang out all the time. We go hiking together. We go look at the sunsets together. And, we're just so happy that, you're marrying him and you'll be able to hike with us, whatever. So at first when we heard that, it was like, y'all go hiking and looking at the sunsets. That's kind of romantic. But that's where the topic came from.
And then you actually presented the topic. I said I did, but I'm still going to take the credit because I'm reading it.
Okay.
How comfortable can you be with your friend that's opposite sex while in a relationship?
I have a female best friend.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's why we're talking about how comfortable, can you get? Like,
can you be with a female best friend? Like, where does the boundaries, like, okay, that's too far?
Yeah, where does the line cross?
Well, my take on it, and she'll have to answer her viewpoint on it, is that we can't be best friends unless you know my significant other.
Mm-hmm.
So she should be able to call her for any and everything and ask her whatever the hell she wants. Mm-hmm. So if that wasn't allowed, then the best friend thing can't happen. So that's a policy with me. So she has my female best friend's number. She literally, I think I went by one of our coworkers home the other day and told my best friend, hey, go hang with wifey while I'm out there sipping on wine, enjoying each other, just having fun. Like,
so let me ask you this, hypothetically speaking, say Tay-C had a male best friend, what would, I guess, be, some boundaries that I guess shouldn't be crossed, or I guess, would it be worked out the same way? I'm assuming vice versa.
I would hope so, but I think what created that best friend atmosphere for me wasn't just I chose a random person I like hanging with to be a best friend. That's not how she became my best friend. She became my best friend when I was homeless, poor, didn't have anything, sleeping on my friend's couch. And she said, hey, come over to my house. She had a house party one time. And me and the dude I was staying with, we were about to leave, and she knew the situation. She said, "Hey, you can stay on the couch." She gave me like food and stuff like that. You know, she was trying to help me. She encouraged me. So that's what created that best friend environment in that situation. And if it was vice versa, I would, understand that. But if I think it's a little different when it's just like, oh, I just have this random person that, you know what I'm saying? Like my female best friend went through my struggles, like 50-fold, like 100-fold, like even to a point where she trusts me with her own kid. When her kid was only like 2 years old, she just let me take the kid out for ice cream, right? Like to me, that's a big deal. Like I'm a guy and you let me go with your daughter that's only 2. Of course, I'm gonna do my best to respect it and all of that, but that because of the struggle that I went through, that kind of helped with that. But at the same time, it should be an open book, whereas if she asks to see my phone and go through me and her messages, it's no problem. Look through it from TikTok, anything. So as long as you have that openness, I don't think it's I know there are boundaries, but I think the other opposite side of it is the openness of the relationship with that best friend. I think that's what changes.
I want to hear your thoughts.
Where you stand? Where you stand, Tay?
So,
especially in the beginning.
That's where I was a little like, what is this? So when we first got together, like out of the corner of my eye, his phone would go off and I would see her name pop up and I was like, all right, this person's texting him mad early in the morning, mad late at night, all throughout the day, whatever. And then like when I finally met her, I was like, okay, it's literally just a friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like almost like a brotherhood, sisterhood type friendship. Like there's nothing for me to even question about it. But what I don't really see it as a issue as long as they like you said, as long as they understand their boundaries. I can call that person and say, hey, I need you to come and help me with this and this with him, or you know what I'm saying? Like as long as I can call you about anything, I don't mind it. Like and as far as me having a male best friend, I don't have a best friend. Like he is my best friend. Like,
That's the other part I was going to add to it. I think that people take the best friend title a little too serious, especially when you get into a relationship, because I think your partner should be your best friend in the end of it. So even then, I've drawn my own boundaries because of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? I call her my best friend, more like sister now to this point, but to me, my partner is my best friend. Like, I now share the jokes with her more than I share with my best friend. It sucks to say, that's life. That's how it works. But I think that even both parties should, in a way, pull back when there's relationships going on. Because if she got into a relationship, her manner has to adjust to me and her friendship. So whatever path that may take, if that means that she can't talk to me as often, I respect that. At the end of the day, she may not be a best friend, but she's still a friend. So I think at the end of the day, most people still always have that hidden best friend issue. And I think that's what causes all the confusion. That's my 2 cents.
I just wanted to add one more thing. I'm really introverted on the real. Like I'm a real homebody. Go to work and go home. Like I'm really an old person. Like Jay will tell you, I will go to sleep at 9:30, 10 o'clock in the night and not care. Like y'all know I don't be on social medias like that. So it's like I'm very to myself. I don't really care to entertain nobody but my man. Like I don't care if you don't talk to me. I'm not losing sleep. I'm good. Like, so I'm the whole friend. And then with the way the world is right now, I can't trust nobody. Like, to make new friends, never. Never. I'm like, you could be an acquaintance. That's cool. Like, if we grow to be friends, like us four, like, then cool. But
you're not looking for it.
Yeah, like if it happens, then it happens. Yeah. But me, I'm very introverted. I'd rather stay home. He'll like he said, he went out. I stayed home. Yeah. His friend came to the house, so I just stay home.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. What's your thoughts on it? What are your thoughts on male friend? Because I have a male.
Yeah, friend. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was kind of weird. bro. I ain't gonna lie.
For real?
Yeah. Yeah, because I never. It's rare to see like natural, I guess, friendships like that. I guess work like usually it's like there's something.
Is it weird because how
just from what I see
the North American, the Western, that's the right word. Is it weird because the Western world decided that it was weird?
Nah, I think it's just based off of like stories that I hear or things that I see.
From the Western world though.
What you mean by like Western world?
Our side of the world, North America, because you go to other countries like you'll go to like, let's say maybe somewhere in Europe or in Spain or something like that, and when they go, you see a female go kiss the male best friend on the two cheeks. And it's like it's nothing to them. And the husband's standing right there. Shit, the husband about to get a kiss on the two cheeks. Mm-hmm. So is it because in our American society, men don't know how to control themselves, and because you had these stories, it turned it weird to you?
But sorry to interrupt, like in like Eastern countries, like how they wear the
Middle Eastern,
Middle Eastern, because their bodies are covered. Nobody can actually be attracted to that other person.
So it's probably different there too.
Right.
Yeah,
so is it a Western thing that may have triggered it? Because most of your stories, I'm assuming, happened from people over here, right?
Yeah, we'll have to. That's what.
He ain't never been nowhere.
Yeah, I was about to say, I ain't never lived nowhere else, so it's like, But yeah, that's the type of stuff I hear about, or the best friend messing with your significant other or something like that. So, but I mean, like after you hear, I guess the story behind it, and it's like, okay, you got a better understanding of it. But I mean, I ain't never had no woman best friend for real, no female best friend. I ain't never.
Okay.
But that ain't never been something that like I said, like everything gotta be natural. Like I'm not finna just go and be like, hey, you wanna be my best friend?
Right.
Like so.
Last thing I'm gonna say about this topic, I think that it's unique that y'all two never had it, but me and her have experienced the opposite best friend theory. But to tell you the truth, I feel as though that more perks come from having an opposite sex best friend. Because I'll give you an example for her. Did you meet your best friend in college?
High school.
Oh, y'all been
Did y'all go to the same college or anything like that?
Yeah, we went to the same college.
For her, as a female in college, she now has a male that she can call when things don't feel right. If she doesn't have a guy, she can trust that best friend. Hey, I feel like somebody's following me. Where you at on campus? Pull up, please. Help me out. Can you? Right. That's a different type of security. For me, when I was single, can you go pick up for me, please?
Yeah.
It's like it's so many different perks with like 10 times better, because me and you could be hanging out. Let's say we were in high school or college and I tell you go do that, you're gonna be like, you're gonna do it yourself. With a female best friend, see my bro over there?
I agree.
See over there? Like, bro, it's if you can have someone that's innocent and honest, it's some of the best friendships you can have.
I agree.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
ask y'all some fast round questions. So go ahead with your thoughts.
I was just gonna say, I also feel like just from seeing him and his girl best friend's relationship, I feel like he now can get perspective from a female on certain situations to say, hey, am I overreacting? Or just another viewpoint of what he's seeing or what he's feeling before he actually like goes off on somebody, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just another perspective of things.
Right. Okay. So I have some fast round questions that I want to ask y'all, and you just answer yes or no. Is it too far, or is it not too far? Okay. And I'm making them up as I go. All right. So my first one. So you and your partner get in an argument, and this is like midnight, and they decide, you know what? I'm heated. I'm about to go to my best friend's house. Best friend's the opposite sex. Is it too far?
Start that way.
Is it too far?
Yes.
Is it too far?
No.
Is it too far? Think about her.
It depends on, for me, the clarity of the friendship. If it's one of them hidden best friends,
that's her best friend.
You think too deep.
No.
This is a fast round. You gotta give me an answer. Yes or no? Fast round.
Answer, man.
No. Okay. All right. Next scenario.
What's yours?
You ain't explain.
No, what's yours?
Oh, yeah. Say yeah.
Yes. My answer is yes.
Oh.
Okay. Next scenario. You and your friends, y'all are going on a long drive. Let's say y'all going to the beach, and the drive's about 3-4 hours. All three of y'all about to get in the back seat. You, your partner, and your best friend. Your best friend sits in the middle. Is it too far?
Not too far, but it's a no.
So it's a no for you.
So it's too far then.
It's nothing wrong with it, but it's a no because I'm sitting next to my wife. Like it's not a too far for me. Like I don't give a shit. It's not a big deal.
Just
like,
get in the car so we can get there.
If she was like a 3-foot person and she fit in the middle better, then so fucking be it. She's just tiny. Sorry, cut it out. She's just tiny, but it's not too far. It's just a no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So no, it's not too far.
No, it's not too far. It wouldn't bother you at all.
No.
Me, that's what I mean when it's not too far. It's not gonna bother you.
No.
Yeah.
And a dude sat
A dude sat between me and you, my guy friend.
I picture it.
That's what I'm saying. Think about this, but it's a dude. It's a dude.
Nah, yeah.
Can I ask you a question? And I mean this in no disrespect.
It doesn't mean that that's.
Can I ask this question?
Yeah.
Does his sexuality matter? Because what if her best friend was gay?
He's straight.
I know. Okay. Not that
We're
one.
not
That's
in
what
it.
I'm just hypothetically just
No,
asking you.
I'm saying he's straight.
Yeah, I got you. So Kai, I'm asking you. If she had another best friend,
I don't trust not a Nathan.
Okay.
What?
But
I don't know them.
But she ain't got nothing that he wants. So why would it matter?
I don't know.
But at the end, so what about? I'm gonna leave it alone
That's
because for
fine.
me, it also matters on her. The nigga could try whatever he want to try. But your girl says no, and then she comes to you and lets you know, and she ends the friendship. She did what she had to do. You get what I'm saying? So I know you don't trust the dude, and I got your point on that. Don't hear me out, but at the end of the day, there are two parties always in a situation.
Okay.
And if you trust your girl enough to know that she's not gonna do anything, I mean,
obviously they're not going to do anything because y'all in the car
Right.
at this moment. Y'all all there.
And
so
it's like you can trust somebody, but it's like at the same time you can still not be okay with it.
all right. My answer is yes. I would be uncomfortable with it. All right. One last one. The scenario is your partner's loves to hang out with their best friend privately, doesn't want you there. That's their best friend. They want to go to movies together every other weekend, want to go hang out. Will you feel uncomfortable? Yes or no?
Yes.
It's crazy.
absolutely.
That's wow. Movies.
They're just going to the
That's
movies.
wild.
They're hanging
At that point,
out.
that's
That's wild. That's wild.
They're hanging out. They're
That
going
ain't
to
no
the movies.
hangout.
But that's their best friend though.
It's not.
It gotta be more than a best friend if you going on a date and I can't be there.
But the movies is not that. That's what they're telling you. They're telling you we're just going to the movies.
You done heard my answers.
They
for the
can tell
last
me whatever they want to tell me. But if
But
somebody at the movie theater sees them two together going to see a movie, that is a relationship. From looking outside in, that is too far.
No, I disagree with that part, but
No.
I don't see the point of going to the movies with best friends.
You just hanging out.
You can go to the park and hang out.
You can go to movies,
stop it.
restaurant, all that.
Right, but do you put restaurant and movie on the same level?
Yeah, I've been to the movies with my friends, so I don't know.
You
Your
put
best-
movies and restaurant on the same level?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
going to the movies with your best friend is the same as going to
Your
the
best
restaurant
friend
with a best
may
friend?
not have somebody to go see Color Purple with or something like that.
So,
Yeah, it's the same to me.
let me use me and you. I know we're same sex. The point of me and you going to watch a movie together is because we probably like the same type of movie. If we do, my guy, for me in my head, we watching it at one of our cribs because we got to talk through this joint. You feel me? So we ain't going to no movies because I don't need to be silent. There's a reason why we going to watch the movie. So that don't wait for me. Like
But it's a big screen. It's a big movie. It's the next Star Wars. You want to see it on the big screen.
No.
Yeah, that's the
You don't want to see it in your living room.
okay, for me, I'll finalize this. For the too far, yes. For the movies, if it's a one-off thing, for like they're just Star Wars heads, and that's the only time they really went to the movies, I don't care. It's a one-time thing.
No, man. No.
Like, okay, I see where Jay is coming from. Like, if it's
No.
because, like, seeing it in that way, like, if it's just a movie that comes out every, like, 5 or 10 years, and they're like, oh, best friend, we gotta go see it together. Can it just be us? Da-da-da-da, we can
And then
turn
they
up.
about to dress up like Harry Potter on the no. He trying to learn Guardian Leviosa something. He ain't no. I don't trust it, man.
I can see that side of it, but as far as like going out
Consistently
without
every weekend.
now, if it's something that they told me about, Is it something they told me about?
Yeah, he's telling you he's going, but he don't want you to go with him.
Yeah, they're trying to go privately. He's telling you he's trying to go privately. I mean, he told you that, though.
It's time, hang quality time with his best friend.
Do you talk to her best friend?
No, see, that's the thing. That's my friend. It's not his friend.
But to be honest,
but we don't talk much.
Yeah, they're not
we're not like
super close.
So I was considering him my friend now. More so than like best. We used to be closer.
But I mean,
when I got a man, I felt it was just different.
Yeah. And I think that's what manipulating our answers, especially mine's, because it's the same thing as you guys having a kid, right? Getting married and having a kid. Mm-hmm. Me coming over as a family friend, I can't just come in the house and talk to Kai.
Right.
I can't just come in the house or talk to you and ignore the kid or ignore you and the kid. It doesn't work that way. I become I could have met Kai in high school, and when y'all became a family, I have to now be a family friend. Right. If I can't be a family friend, then it doesn't work. So I think that's what's manipulating it. So when I ask, do him and Kai talk, and the answer is no, then I understand where your answers are coming from. But in my situation, if my female best friend can't be my family friend where she's in love with me, my girl, and my kid, it ain't gonna work.
Y'all, honestly,
I love that answer.
His female best friend is my wife.
Yeah, I love that answer. It's a family friend. Like
you're a family friend. You're not a friend if you can't be a family friend. There's no such thing as I'm just his friend. That doesn't work. Then their friendship ain't that real. To tell you the truth.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel.
There's
about friendship.
more to it than just a friendship. At least even if it's on one side. Yeah. Let's say, in your case, your male best friend had feelings for you. He never told you.
Yeah, and we live in different cities, so we hang out. We check on each other. It's not really like best friend like it used to be in high school. Right.
But
things change once you became in a relationship. Your focus had to change. Or just as an
adult. People evolve. People grow apart, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I lost a friend because of that. He was like, yeah, you always got your girl around every time you pull up to the crib. Yeah, nigga, because all y'all do is nothing. So I lost a friend over stuff like that.
Dudes really be like that?
Yes.
Girls be like that too.
No,
some girls be like.
It's less likely for a female
some girls
to
be
get
like,
in their feelings.
she bringing her man again. Dang, it's supposed to be all girls. I done heard girls.
Now that I've heard, especially if they're trying to
do
have a girls' night.
It's a girls' night. I get it. Don't bring your.
But sometimes girls don't tell.
But if every time she goes with her female friends, and all they do is talk about naked dudes, and that's all they're looking at on Instagram and stuff, then her interest is not piqued by that. Her interest is piqued by her man and trying to get business and thinking about her podcast. So if your mentality is not there, of course she's gonna bring you around because she's not happy.
Right. On some hundred shit though, why would you even bring your man around? Your man don't want to hear none of that. Even if your man don't want to sit around hearing girls talk about that shit. So it's damn. I feel like girls don't feel comfortable talking about certain shit.
In front of their man?
In front of it. So I feel like you gotta be a balance sometimes. But I do agree with you though. I think they gotta be a family friend. They definitely gotta be a family friend.
You have to be friends with both of us. Yeah. I love the fact, like you said, I love that situation with your best friend that you hang out with her alone. So. That's perfect.
Yeah.
You can imagine, you know what I'm saying, you have a friend and every time he come over, he kind of, they're cool. He pulled up because they've been friends for so long, but he probably really more enjoys, playing 2K with you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel with even my female best friend. She comes over and, when you was to my house the other day, you met her, Sabrina.
Oh, yeah, Sabrina. Yeah.
Did me and her, interact really at all at that point? She hang with her more than, you know what I'm saying? We were outside talking to Spencer. Yeah. So it's just, that's family friend, that's that's my take.
Yeah, I grew up with a lot of cousins too, so I guess I ain't really
friends the whole life.
Yeah, I ain't really feel the need.
I love those big families, dynamic.
Well,
yeah, but they eventually grow apart too.
They do, but I wish I had cousins. I don't really have cousins. So when I met him at A&T, he had 4 cousins at A&T. I'm like, dang.
Oh yeah, that's
you got 4 cousins here.
You was untouchable, man.
But yeah, I appreciate that little talk.
Thanks, guys.
That was good talk.
That's a good
I mean,
talk.
open my mind up to some things.
Yeah.
I still ain't going for none of that. But yeah,
we over here like, nope, you can't do that. Nope, you can't do that.
We're real strict.
Okay. But
Like brand new today, like if some female
You can't even make brand new
that's a
friends.
dub.
Like,
Yeah.
Like if you came in before we met, I kind of understand.
That's-
But like
yeah.
brand new, that's dead.
Yeah,
I don't care who you are, that's dead.
No brand new.
Yeah.
I already know your agenda is not to be my friend.
yeah, you here for something.
That's so true. But
nobody try to make friends at this age.
Listen, if you ain't locked in already, you ain't getting
not any guy friends.
Yeah,
at
not-
least
not-
not any
no.
guy friends. Like I'll make a friend, but
Yeah, that's
No guy
facts.
friends.
I'm gonna be honest. When we gonna get past this, this is my last thing. I wouldn't even feel comfortable like talking about like I guess our relationship with if I did have a female best friend with her, just because I wouldn't want to paint. I guess my significant other in a negative light.
Yeah.
Like whatever we dealing with, I would prefer to keep it in house. I mean, I understand. It may be certain things they may have to, but if it's an issue that we gotta work out, I prefer to just let's let us work it out, and then if you wanna talk about it, you do your thing. But at least let us work it out first.
Yeah.
yeah, that's family, friends. That's everybody.
Yeah.
Everything
Last
gets
piece I'll
handled
put on
between
that.
us two.
That I understand your point. I don't disagree with it in any way. But do you know that the opposite sex low key helped DJ Envy's relationship?
I heard about that, but
Because
then
Tyrese.
but I heard
Forget-
Tyrese was also trying to slide in them. He was trying to.
That's not what I heard. I heard he was going through the mental issue at a certain point, and he started talking to his wife reckless, calling her like B word and stuff like that. I've never heard that he really tried to like slid in or something like that. I heard that he talked to her disrespectful, but I never heard that he tried to like be with her. Now, that's my point on that. He actually may help her stay with him.
She said that he was saying some stuff that made.
Stuff like if you were with me.
Yeah.
Comments.
Yeah, like if you were with me, I'll
I
do
don't
this
like
and that
those.
for you, or this and that for you. So it's like.
So it wasn't even disrespectful to her. It was more disrespect on DJ Envy's part.
Exactly.
Yeah, it
So
was.
and I feel like when you say stuff like that, even though it may be subtle, you trying to it shows okay, you got an agenda, like you said.
Yeah, but
you
if
got a
DJ
motive. Like, what you got going
Take
on?
what you could from it, I guess.
No, I agree with you. It's you from having a female friend, you can learn a lot from the opposite sex.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether you're in a relationship or not in a relationship, having a friend of the opposite sex is nice. Or if you have a sibling of the opposite sex too. I have a brother that I used to go to a lot with questions, like just having somebody you can.
You got a brother? Mm-hmm. Really? Do you have any sisters?
Yeah, I have 2 sisters and 1 brother.
Really?
Yeah, you learned something new about me.
Yeah, that. I have all sisters.
You have all sisters? How many sisters you have?
3.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a lot. Are you in the middle?
3 brothers.
Yeah, I'm one in the middle.
Okay.
I'm second oldest.
Okay, same. Second oldest here.
Middle child syndrome.
Yeah.
Guilty. I am guilty.
But let's talk about something a little bit more crazy. I'm talking about Friday after next crazy. This man, Katt Williams. I know y'all don't be on like the social media too much, but I'm gonna be honest. This might have went past social media low key. This was out there, but he had a viral interview with Shannon Sharp on Club Shay Shay. Shout out Club Shay Shay. I think it hit 42 million. The interview. But the reason I bring this up is because the things that he was saying in this interview, it kind of reminded me of Charleston White a little bit. Like the type, like, when you hear somebody say something so outlandish, but then like the passion that they're saying, and it's like, damn, it sounds like it might be true. But something that stuck out to me was when this man said that him and Ludacris was at an Illuminati event, and they were told that both of them couldn't keep their sideburns, so one of them had to cut their sideburns, and the other one had to go bald or something weird shit. But I'm just like, do y'all believe in that type of stuff, like in them type of Illuminati things? I just saw that Kid Cudi was dressing up in a dress, and people was trying to say that he's doing a humiliation ritual. Like I hear a lot of these celebrities like say stuff like this.
I could believe it.
But he said cut his sideburns. I'm like, is that supposed to be like humiliation?
I believe it.
You believe?
Ain't no telling.
Of course I believe it.
Really?
Just look at your facts. After it came out, nobody came back and bashed Katt Williams for what they said about them. They tried to tell him calm down, but they didn't tell him that he was wrong.
They did.
On top of that, Jacquees came out and said that Katt Williams has always blessed him every time they hang out together. It's a video online about it, right after this interview. There's also another interview from the guy from Big Mama House too. Can't remember his name. You called his name earlier today.
Brandon?
That's my boy.
He also talked about how Katt Williams was right, and he told him not to do it. And he said his career has been struggling ever since. So, bro, it's real, bro. I ain't even about to go down that road. It's real. And you want to know about the sideburn thing? I think that's, do you know that they tell people cut their hair, but I don't know how much you care about the Bible or whatever, but you know, Samson had long hair, and hair gives you strength. It happens for me. I think people have their own spiritual talents. Everybody's spiritual talent is different. There's groups that are the same. And for me, every time I get my hair done, I feel different. I can't explain it. I feel like I worked out or something like that because I can feel it like tugging on my hair and I feel stronger. That's how I feel.
Is that something that's like a belief in the islands as well? Like as far as like hair?
I don't know where the Rastafarian like aspect of it came from or with the hair thing, but I know that cutting hair was a big deal.
It's crazy. I don't know. I feel like you sent me a video, but somebody sent me a video of like some scientists, you know, I guess it was a study that was determined that your hair actually is like a part of you in a way.
It's alive.
Yeah, like it's alive.
So when you cut it, you're cutting off a part of yourself.
Oh, I'm glad y'all brought this up. Oh, no, go ahead, Stacey.
Oh, I was just going to say, like, how people be saying, oh, you're not supposed to wash your hair and all of that. That's true. Like, you wash it, yes, but you're not supposed to wash it, like once a week and all of that. You're not supposed to wash your hair that often. Like,
I know that for sure for black people, but is it the same for
I would think so.
White folks?
Yeah, I would think so.
But I know their hair texture.
Right.
I think that's where that sideburn thing came into it. It could be humiliation, but I think it also ties with like you giving up yourself, part of yourself.
For them.
Some type of initiation.
Yeah. No wonder my mama used to, when I was getting in trouble.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, when I used to get in trouble, like and I would irritate her, and she'd be like, "You better stop doing that before I cut your hair off," and I would cry. I'd be like, "Don't cut my hair!"
Really?
I would cry growing up. Like that was her threat to me. Was she was gonna cut my hair off, and I was gonna go to school bald.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, my mom asked to lock my hair.
She asked.
Yeah, she asked me, did I want to lock my hair?
You said no.
Yeah.
You was like, no.
Yeah.
My sister knew she wanted to lock her hair at like 5.
Really?
But she also had a teacher who had beautiful locks, and her locks was like all the way down to her butt. And since then, Aaliyah has had locks. My sister has had locks her whole life.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Nah, me, I used to have like perm, texturizer. I used to do all of that to my hair. I bleached my hair one time. And in 2018, I did a huge chop. I wouldn't even say no big chop. I cut all of my hair off. I had maybe like an inch.
And that's the best thing, huh? Since from all the perms. And
this is my growth.
From cutting it off. I never had a perm before.
I trim it, and that's it. I've never cut it again. Like no big chop like that. No, I leave my hair alone, literally. Like right now, it needs to wash.
It needs to wash. And the boys are like, bro, we supposed to be talking about the Illuminati.
Oh,
and these girls talking about hair.
I'm sorry.
Y'all brought up hair. We can talk about hair for a long time.
Yeah, sideburns is hair.
Yeah,
I don't know. I do believe it's some type of initiation though. Yeah. Could be.
Honestly, when I watched that podcast, you remember what I said to you? I was like, Katt Williams was telling the truth. I believe him. I don't know about every single thing, like obviously, but like I believed that he believed what he was saying, and I believe a lot of the things that he was saying was true.
That man said he was flying through books at 3 years old or some shit like that.
I said, I don't know about all that part, but
he said,
some of the stuff.
He said you was reading, what type of books you was reading? Non-fiction. At 3 years old, you read non-fiction.
Some of the stuff.
Is it impossible?
I mean, I guess nothing's impossible.
It's not impossible.
I watch a 5-year-old. What was the 5-year-old doing? I know I seen like 4-year-old playing Fortnite the other day. I seen a 5-year-old doing something that blew my mind. I can't remember what it was. I think I showed you. It was a car driving like a sim car, like a game sim, and like killing it, destroying it. Bro, you're strongest when you're your youngest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
So,
seen the kids in the gym lifting the weights?
Yeah, you gotta feed.
Yeah, you remember the little boys that be super strong? Yeah.
I was
You
like,
gotta feed them.
So-
While they're young, you gotta feed them a lot of knowledge. It was this one video that I seen, and then I will go back into it. It was a video of this kid. He was a black kid. And his mom, like he was going through his affirmations in the morning with his mom, and his mom would like start the sentence off and he would finish it, and it was amazing. Like the affirmations, and he looked no older than like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
He was going to school, of course, so maybe I would say like 5.
You seen it? Haven't you seen a 2-year-old on an iPad scrolling through YouTube?
Yeah.
My son been unlocking my iPad since he was like 2.5.
Yeah.
So to read, I can't say that that's not true.
Yeah.
I didn't say read. This man said he was reading and comprehending non-fiction, no fiction, none of that cat in the hat bullshit. I'm talking about non-fiction.
But think about what's the difference.
It's
like
possible.
if you can comprehend fiction, you can comprehend nonfiction. Like you can. What's the difference?
So-
it's comprehension.
So I think the difference is it's like I don't think you would put. It's like I feel like at a certain age, kids they're not gonna understand unless it is taught to them.
At what age?
I feel like you gotta teach that. I don't think like you can't just be born knowing something unless that's common sense. Unless that's common sense.
Comprehension
let's
skills
revisit-
transfer.
You can't say that.
Let's revisit this when you have a kid. I watched there's a term in the Bahamas called boogie with your butt, right? And to Americans, whenever we say it, they laugh and giggle. My son, before he even went to the Bahamas, I said it to him, and he started laughing. Why is he laughing? It's like he knows what it is. I said, "What's touch your bongi?" And he like he knows what it is, and he's laughing. He's at this time he's only like 2.5, 3, so he's comprehending. He knows that should be funny. I'm not laughing or giggling about it. I'm saying it because that's where I'm from. Bro, you'd be surprised when you have a kid. It's going to blow your mind.
Yeah.
They know stuff that you didn't even know they know.
But I really believe it's like it. I think it depends because I listened to it was a story that we had to listen to in damn psychology where we was talking about this girl. She was locked up in the room, didn't get no attention from birth, but she had no type of comprehension skills. She didn't know nothing but that room. So it's like that's what I'm saying. So it's like I hear what y'all saying, but like just to give like your kid a nonfiction book and then he just to expect them to. I feel like that's kind of far fetched.
His parents were like scientists. His parents were like really. I think his mom was a scientist. Like obviously, there's somebody teaching these children. Like they're not doing it.
You can't talk to a kid in that goo goo gaga type language. You have to talk to them like they are a grown adult. We talk to Jay's son like a grown adult, and he will respond to you like a grown adult. Like you can't talk to them. Oh my baby.
Yeah.
None of that. Like it's cool here and there, but if you're like being serious about something, you have to speak to them in a grown manner so they understand that hey, this is serious, and what I'm saying to you is a real life thing.
Yeah.
Like you have to understand.
Samia was 2. She was talking to me like an adult. Like
they
we
would have
we would have conversations. Like you would be surprised.
Wealthy people, people of Asian descent, they throw books in their kids' hands from like 1, bro. They don't play that stuff. Their kids be writing at like 9 months, like crazy stuff, like insane stuff. It's possible. Now, Katt Williams, I don't know, but
I gotta
it's
see
possible.
that. I ain't never seen that in my life.
It was a video on.
You
like,
will see if we had kids.
Yeah.
I got a baby. I got a baby
my
brother.
kids gonna be reading that too.
I got a baby brother, so I of course I know like comprehend regular stuff, but I'm talking about like this type of shit that he's saying. Like he was going to he got accepted to college and what the hell did he say in elementary or school or middle school
13 or something.
when he was 13.
That's possible. We've seen that plenty of times.
But I'm just saying like I feel like it's certain stuff is just kind of like far fetched though. Like certain stuff is just like okay, bro, you had to work towards that. Don't just say like you just did this and you just did that. Like talk about who did that for you.
I ain't sure if y'all remember probably like one of the first few episodes we recorded. Jay and I were talking about a parenting show, like the different types of parenting. And there was an Asian family on there, and they let the kids for 24 hours choose what they wanted to do. And the Asian family, because the little girl her parents always wanted her reading, doing homework, studying, like making puzzles, all of that. When it was her turn to do what she wanted to do, she went and played with her toys. Like, she didn't ask for no tablet. She didn't ask for nothing like that. She went and played with her toys. She just wanted to be a kid. So, I mean, it depends on your upbringing. With
exactly.
what your mindset is set to do.
Can I try something real quick? I'm gonna try something real quick. Kai, what is 8 plus 6 plus 4 plus 2?
I know A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Right? Right? We can show this in the thing real quick. I gotta add this. I don't even know what it is. So, and if you watch these videos, there are kids that are like 4 years old doing this, bro. Mind blown. I can't. I'm still it's when I say it's not possible, bro. Do some research on it after this episode, and I promise you, I'll probably ask you in the next episode how you feel now, and your mind will be blown.
No, y'all
like my mom, when
me.
my sister was a baby, my mom, she worked a lot. She would put her in front of the TV. Obviously, don't let your kids watch TV, but she put her in front of the TV and she would watch My Baby Can Read. That's the only thing she would watch. So by the time she was 2, she was reading, and I really swear down My Baby Can Read works, because it's like one of those DVDs that you actually had to pay for. Like, that's the only thing she was allowed to watch, going like from, I don't know, 2 to like 4, and she was reading and everything. So
well, hopefully Katt was telling the truth. Hey, that's a Tootsie Pop. The world may never know.
You're like, no. Well, you'll see.
Yeah. All I'm saying about that, Kai, is I wouldn't put it past him.
No, y'all misunderstanding me. I'm not saying like. I'm just saying like it had like they said, it gotta be their environment.
Right.
Like you can't. It's no way you gonna hand them a book. Hey, I understand it. And book, I understand it.
It's a
that part we
learning
get. I think
that's what I'm saying.
I think a lot of people put Katt Williams in a certain
category,
if that's the right word, because of who he is and how he acts.
I think he had pretty normal. Honestly, I like that podcast better than any of the stand-up.
Do you see him as a genius?
A genius.
What about Terrence Howard?
I don't know them. I don't really know them. Terrence Howard. I've seen like little videos of him because I think was he in some physical science, or was it like physics or something?
Yeah,
something like that.
He was in physics.
Extreme
Because I did see a video of that, but I mean I ain't gonna really say like you're a genius. I don't really know. Like I would have to look into it. I don't know.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I believe him.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. My pop's a genius. I will say that. My pops, he a brainiac.
Okay.
I mean, he knows shit. He a historian. But speaking of historian, man, this story kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So I don't know if y'all heard, but in Mississippi, it's a Mississippi jail. 215 people were found in unmarked graves behind the Mississippi jail. It was actually in Jackson, Mississippi. The name of the jail, it was Hinds County Detention Center. So the only reason that it's come to light now is because recently a white woman reported that her son was missing. So then that's what prompted an investigation. Come to find out that her son was hit by police and killed. You know, police said it was an accident, and they ended up having an inmate bury that person behind the jail. So, of course, y'all already know my stance when it comes to law enforcement and races. Y'all already know all that, but it kind of just sheds light to something that that is definitely going on in other places. Like, I mean, it makes you think, like, okay, if it's going in Jackson, Mississippi, and Jackson is known as a sundown town. Y'all know what sundown towns are? So they're known as like a sundown town. So for this to be happening since 2016, ain't nobody caught on to it. I ain't gonna lie, I think they should open up an investigation on all the damn jails, prisons. I think they should just check the land anyway.
I agree. I was looking a little bit into that because I seen that too, and I can't believe this is not fake. It's so real. Bruh, my opinion, fire all the police department, everyone in there, and replace it, because I truly do not believe that the police department didn't know that 2 of their people were doing this. How long have they been doing this? This is 200 and something people buried in the backyard of a jail. Like,
I don't know.
And it's the police. You already know it's police officers doing it.
It tripped me out. Cities like this.
Fire the whole department and replace them all. Like, I feel like y'all all guilty by association. There's no way that they don't know about it.
I can't say that. I honestly have not even seen anything about this, so I don't have much to say. But I could believe that 2 people were doing it.
Just 2 people, and nobody else in the police department.
I mean, now granted, there may be some guards around there that may have known something was up, but they didn't know the extent of it. So I wouldn't say go and fire everybody, but I would definitely open up an extensive investigation on everybody. Not everybody, but
everybody. At least you need to investigate the whole department.
I think everything with the system just need to be like restructured when it comes to that. Like when it comes to
he can hold his breath.
When it comes
I don't think he wants what's coming.
When it comes to like law enforcement, or even jail, when they're policing in jail, all that type of stuff. When it comes to recidivism rates and stuff like that, like I feel like that just all needs to be restructured. Obviously, they're making prisons to keep you there. They're not doing anything to keep you out. They obviously are doing stuff to keep you locked up for the rest of your life. Law enforcement, I mean, I've seen and heard what they go through the police academy. I mean, they don't really do an extensive test when it comes to actually checking these people's psyche. It's just like, I just feel like they just need to restructure the training and all this shit, because I feel like it's way too old. It's corrupt. They need a refresh or restart. But it's definitely fucked up.
It's crazy. But yeah, y'all should look into that, because when I first came across it, I was like, this gotta be fake. Y'all found how many bodies behind a Mississippi jail? It's gotta be fake.
It's definitely believable.
None of the families notified. None of that.
That's crazy. So all these missing persons.
Missing people since 2016.
Yeah, but if you know your family member is missing, why you ain't been said something?
They did. They reported something.
But they
never found them.
They didn't.
So how did this one lady...
See, do you really want me to answer this question? You know why. This one lady.
Did she have money too? To like really put the pressure on them. I know she was white, but what else? She must have had some type of
there's no way.
They said several families have reported their families missing prior to this.
So let me ask you this: outside of this one lady who actually made awareness, how many other Caucasian people lost a family member and they are behind that jail?
It could be. So I really wonder how.
Yeah,
I don't think it's just because she's white.
Yeah,
I really don't.
It's more to
it.
She may know somebody within the system.
Money.
She may know somebody who's able to pull strings. It's more to it. I can't just say that it's because she's Caucasian. Now I know that's not what you're saying, but
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna keep it. That's just me personally.
I think that's a money situation. I feel like the regardless of the race of whatever, none of that stuff would have came out without some heavy resources.
It's more behind. It's more behind than just her color.
I mean, like I said, y'all got y'all opinion. I got my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Because it's probably a whole bunch of races back there. 200 something people. It might be, not just black. Obviously, that her son was
Of course, but maybe
But
not.
it could be.
Shit,
It could be.
We don't know.
It could be
Yeah,
a guilt.
that's what, like that's the part that
We don't know.
That's the part that's getting me, because if she's Caucasian and it's already 215, and unless he's part of, well, if he's part of the 215 or made number 215, then obviously he wasn't the first Caucasian. So
Right.
there's no way Caucasian is the
But
ultimate
even
reason
then,
why.
though, with Taya saying that the mom had reported her son missing and came to find out that a cop had hit him, that cop may have done it to keep his job. He may have, covered up his tracks so nobody seen him as a bad cop, or there was a reason as to why he did it. And I'm not saying that reason is good or okay, but I can't say it's because she's Caucasian.
Oh yeah, I don't agree with y'all, but that's okay. That's okay.
I think it was probably some heavy resources to blow all this in the news
we got
that
think
we're
about,
finding out. There was probably so many people trying to cover this.
I'm thinking about where this is at though, like Jackson, Mississippi. Like, come on now.
Yeah, but if you think about it, even though it's a sundown town, mostly Caucasians live down there.
And a lot of black people live down there too.
Right.
We got some more information on that.
But yeah, but
it's not just.
Yeah, but you say 9 times out of 10, so it's still that one.
Yeah.
That we don't know about.
Right, just the thought that's just crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Like you said,
it's a very sad situation.
A thing there. I can imagine all the other stuff that we don't know about it.
I'm sure it happens in other cities and states too,
yeah.
But it's sad. That's a sad situation.
Especially all the little girls that be disappearing. Well, that's a whole nother story.
Mm-hmm.
When it was like a couple. Obviously, people disappear all the time, but it was a couple of years ago when in the DC area, was a whole bunch of girls disappearing.
I remember that.
And that's. This is a scary world, guys.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
These supposed protect the service.
You talk about 2024. This is what they was talking about in the beginning of the show. Like, there's a lot of bad stuff happening too. And it's
then the fact they had the inmates do it though. They had the inmates bury all these people.
All of
yeah,
them?
I'm sure
Every
because
single one.
I feel like maybe they were serial killers. 200 and something people.
That's why I'm saying. I don't think it was just one cop just like that. Then
200 something people.
215. You knew what you was doing.
You're enjoying it. Like maybe they were serial killers. This is gonna be a documentary coming out soon.
Hopefully. But appreciate y'all for listening to that TED Talk. Now in other news, man. Now this story tripped me out. This is some Stranger Things shit. I know y'all don't want to see Stranger Things, don't want to watch it, but hey, I'm gonna bring this shit up anyway. This shit here. So I don't know if y'all heard about it, what's the word about it, but I'm gonna be a nerd about it today. Okay. What happened in Miami Bayside. So it's multiple stories going around, but the main one that caught my eye. So basically, what the situation is that there was this is what they said. So there were people at the Miami Mall, and they heard Bayside Mall, and then they heard it sounded like shots go off. So what the word is that there were teenagers fighting outside, and then they let off fireworks. So that's what the original story was. But what people have been saying, on all these social media platforms is that that's not true. They were actually in the mall. So one of the stories, this guy was in the mall with his girl. He was just explaining to us that they were there on vacation. He just had to explain that to us, and they had a timeshare. Don't ask me how I know all that. Again, he told me. So after he explained that, he was walking the mall. He heard the shots go off. So he said he grabbed his girl closer. He like, yo, I don't need you, nothing happening to you. So he grabbed her closer. And then they saw everybody running in panic. So then that's when they turned around. When he turned around, he saw like a 7 foot, 8 foot, 9 foot whole creature. Shit was like mad tall, but it was like shadowy in a way. But they saw it, then it would disappear and appear closer, then disappear and appear closer. So that when they saw that, they dipped off. So that was one story I heard. Another story I heard is this guy, he a graffiti artist, and basically he was outside, doing some work. So I guess he had a good eye view of what's going on. So basically what he said, he saw a bunch of kids. They were crowded up. They were playing with some type of machine, like it looked like a DVD player or something like that. And then they had like these like welding glasses on, like welding and shit like that. So they were talking. He was like, "Go ahead and turn it on." So he turned it on, and that shit started like glowing. And after it started glowing, the light poles around it started like flickering, like. And then he said that there was a circle that started glowing, going around, and then it's like everybody around that area was like looking glitchy, like they're glitching in and out of like a matrix in a way. And then as he's looking at the circle, he sees an arm, and he sees a long leg like crawl out, and basically something crawled out. And what they're trying to say is that these kids opened up a portal, and that these beings were not from our dimension, and they were just walking around lost. So that's what the story is. Now, do y'all want me to give y'all what they're saying it really is, like the
debunker?
The debunk
it, whatever.
Might as well.
Debunk it.
All right, or shall I let y'all say y'all? Okay, I'll let y'all choose what y'all gonna believe. All right, so the debunk. So basically, they said that there were teenagers fighting. There were fireworks that did go off, and it was so many police cars because they thought it was like a mass shooting type of event. And there was a video going around where it was like, it looked like the shadowy creature was walking outside, but in reality, those were just two police officers walking together. So that was the debunk.
It was their shadow.
Yeah. It looked like a shadow, I guess, but then when they cleared it up, it was just two police officers just walking.
Okay.
So, after hearing both, which one do you believe?
Dun, dun, dun!
Now looking at these people's accounts, man, they look like they seem pretty reliable.
It's a fishy situation. I don't know if it's alien, but I know it was something different than what they said it was. It could be anything, military exercise, and within that parameter, like, maybe catching a wanted criminal or something like that. I don't know. It's Miami.
Yeah.
It's Miami.
It's Miami.
So that's like Vegas.
Anything goes in Miami. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, it could have been any. You never know, I mean, and then what that happened a week before? Ecuador had their crazy showdown the other day.
Ecuador.
Is it Ecuador? Mm-hmm. Who had where the gunman went into the news reporter and held everybody a gun. The cartel. They held everybody at gunpoint. It's all over TikTok. Mm-hmm. So apparently some guy got out there was just shooting to everybody. They had to shut down the mall for it. It was really bad. People was kicking them out the mall and telling them you got to fend for yourself. So. It could be anything all tied to that. Then maybe the U.S. picked up somebody, had kickback in Ecuador. I don't know.
Was this the same week where they was gonna drop the Jeffrey Epstein list?
All of this happened around the same time. Yeah.
That was just a crazy ass week. Or excuse my language. That was just a crazy week.
Did you say? Excuse my language for
on the podcast. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. She's very proper.
Oh, that is right.
She's very proper.
That is right.
She doesn't cuss.
Yeah, I try not to.
Shit. I'm messing with y'all.
That's what I think it is. It could be alien. My only take on that was I seen a lady and then I didn't research it. Mm-hmm. She said that the coordinates of the mall flipped is Antarctica.
I saw that, but I didn't research it either. I didn't know if that was like
CERN exists. If CERN exists, then. Yeah.
That shit crazy, but like when the way people was explaining it, like they said nobody was recording because like everybody couldn't believe like what the hell they was seeing. Like they trying to process like, bro,
whatever,
is this shit real?
Whatever.
So
we had somebody hack GTA's server and got the trailer release. You telling me somebody ain't hacked one of them mall cameras? Please, good night.
That was another thing.
It's a good night.
That was another thing.
Good night for me.
That was another thing. They brought that up too. So they said that the power was everything was glitching. Like when all that was going on, whenever them shadowy figures was walking, they said everything was glitching.
But then that makes me believe it.
I don't know though.
Why would fireworks make everything glitch?
But why? This is my thing. Why would
y'all
all
don't
them
understand
police?
Photoshop is a real thing.
I didn't see no Photoshop.
You will never see Photoshop.
Right, you won't know it's Photoshop.
No, but I ain't never seen no what you talking about Photoshop?
Like
you can Photoshop something.
We ain't seen no videos though.
My point.
Oh, you saying they go on Photoshop something?
No, they could whatever that video.
Oh, but the
like
two police
the picture,
officers
yes,
that was
the
walking.
picture of all the police officers. Like, first of all, why did the whole Miami-Dade have to come there?
But that's why I said, like, if it was if they thought it was a mass shooting situation, I could understand
even then,
that.
I mean, yes. But even then, there have been mass shootings at other malls, and the whole county's police force didn't show up.
Yeah, then that's why they.
But either way,
maybe the whole force need to show up. That's the damn problem.
Maybe. But dang, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I know it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's not good enough. It's not good enough for aliens because Miami has one of those craziest SWAT teams. And SWAT didn't show up. SWAT would have been there.
They said they had some black choppers out there, not even like police, like some government choppers out there.
Listen, it's more than what they're telling us. Okay, the news is never gonna tell you 100% of what it really is. They're gonna make a narrative and make us believe whatever narrative they put out, and it's not the real thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the real thing.
I agree with that.
Yes.
I don't put nothing past anything. I could believe it may have really been an alien. I could believe that it may have really been just two cops walking. But on the little news article thing, I think I did see like all the cops in front of the mall or whatever, and they were trying to say, "Oh, look right here, the aliens right here." That could have been Photoshopped too.
Okay.
They could have put that little alien creature. How do we know what an alien really looks like for it to be in that picture?
So
how do we identify that is an alien?
I got another thing.
Because aliens could look like us.
So remember when we did the podcast about the alien in the backyard thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
The same description of that matched the same description of what they saw at the mall.
Yeah, but in the video of that, we still didn't see nothing.
But I'm talking about the description that the people gave, the witnesses.
Garbage.
So that's interesting right there.
Garbage.
It matched the description.
Garbage. Because I don't know what me and Tasia was talking about the other day. Tasia, sorry. Mm-hmm. And she was like, I said, I hope that before I die, I get to experience an alien invasion. And I hope that they're good.
Flag on the play, my G.
Of course. I'm so ready. I'm just like
You're
so ready.
You're ready.
Where's your
underground bunker?
He don't mean that shit at all.
So
we definitely need that underground bunker first before you start going there.
I said, I would hope that when they arrive, they're extremely peaceful, right? It's possible. Is it not?
It's possible.
Bro, they probably been studying America for the longest. They know these motherfuckers ain't peaceful.
Is it not? You don't think that it's possible? It's possible, right? So she made the point, and she said, well, if there's peaceful aliens, there's ones that are not peaceful.
Facts.
So my point to wrap it back around to what you're saying is, who cares if you saw a 7-foot alien in the backyard? This time around, should we not see like a 3-foot alien? Because why we keep seeing the same alien? Like, you think it's just one species messing with us?
We have seen a 3-foot alien. Y'all didn't see that the Mexican Congress that they presented to their government? Mm-mm. Y'all didn't see that shit?
Oh, you did. He walking with the little dusty.
Yeah, the little small corpses. They were small.
But I'm just saying, there's no way that we keep seeing the 7-foot thing is a big thing right now. And it's just
because the 7-foot thing it probably fuck us up.
But come on, you're not ready for the aliens to show up.
Bro, yes he is. That man want to go to space.
Bro,
they're not gonna take you. They're not
gonna
they're gonna want you to stay where you came. They're not gonna want to bring you home.
The reason why I'm so big on the alien thing is because if there's aliens and the government knows, then there's a galactic federation. I believe that with all my heart.
Oh man, you should.
So if there's a galactic federation, once the aliens present themselves, and let's say they've already done had a war, then things are more peaceful, and they'd be like, yeah, we need captains and this for the ships.
Our last show.
So that's why I'm ready.
When y'all see the last show,
they're gonna have a sign up list.
Y'all gonna hear some more of that with the last show that we did, because we definitely talked a little bit about the
instead
treaties.
Of the salute, they do like the universe. I'm gone.
Bro, we did talk about aliens last show. So
we talked about the alliance and the treaties that they definitely.
Yeah.
I think they definitely.
They already.
President Eisenhower wasn't he the one that actually like signed the treaty? I want to say it was said that he signed the treaty with an alien.
I don't know
if
it was him, but I know. Yep. And then don't forget, under Trump administration, we created Space Force. It's quiet. We don't talk about that.
SpaceX or Space Force?
Space Force.
That's Elon.
We have a whole military government entity, just like the Army, called Space Force. They're still around today.
See, that's what I want to sign up for.
Space Force?
Yeah, why not?
I want to sign up too. I'd go on a heartbeat.
I would sign up.
Y'all have fun.
Yeah, peace out.
Keep me on the ground.
I ain't trying to be in no Bruce Willis movies.
Listen, until we can successfully send out more than just one rocket ship and not blow up, I'm not going.
That shit was crazy.
The ships blowing up us. I don't believe that stuff. I mean, it happens, but I don't believe that stuff, man. I know we've mastered that. They're lying to us. We've mastered that. I just found out today. I was watching a video that the unmanned drone to the military fly that's big as a jet has been flying since 1970. I'm like, what? I
don't think we mastered it because a fucking door just blew off a damn airplane. I don't think we mastered it. I'll be honest.
Don't confuse what they allow civilians to be a part of with military.
Oh, you talking about like military stuff? I mean, I don't really know too much. I mean, I seen the jetpacks they use, and if that's what they got, then they got a long way to go.
No, that's what they showing you. Okay. That's for us. That's for us to now turn that stuff into the consumer side of things. Nah, they got bro.
Yeah, they're not showing us that.
Come on, man.
Yeah, America's some bullies, so I'm sure they got ray guns and shit. But I mean, at the end
you
of the
know
day,
how much money they put into
come on, man.
our defense forces?
Russia,
they have things that we never
China,
even thought about.
Pentagon got a secret
freaking
program.
Robots, fucking bees and flies that go and sting you and poison you. Like,
yeah, they do.
They have so much.
They show us stuff when they figure out how we cannot sue them if stuff go wrong. That's when they show us it. But that stuff, bro, that stuff around. Come on.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna just disagree just to do it. I don't believe it. I don't think it's around.
You don't think you have to be the devil's advocate?
I'm not a devil. I can be an angel's advocate. I can be preaching for the angels.
Okay, what do you mean you don't believe? What don't you believe?
I just wanted to disagree.
He just was
I felt like we was agreeing
to make us
much.
mad. Okay. So somebody has to disagree.
I'm trying to hold on. Let me think of it. I'm trying
you
to
want
think
me to get mad, but I'm
not
glad
mad.
you disagree.
No, don't get mad. I was trying to think of a reason.
You want to disagree, and I'm glad you want to.
Let me try to think of a valid reason to disagree.
Please.
I just don't know. I ain't seen it. Seeing is believing.
Then my argument to that would be: do you feel as though that we're stuck in a technology? We're in a technology standstill?
No.
Really?
I think so.
Kinda.
I think they're still making technology. Like, what do you mean when you say standstill?
They're trying to.
Compare the speed of technology from the past, maybe
low-key.
Before 2010.
Low-key, because we used to have that supersonic.
Look at all the
remember that supersonic jet we used to have?
The Concorde.
Yeah.
Look at our phones. We're stuck.
We're going backwards.
We should be having holograms at this point.
But look at all the AI stuff that they're. I feel like
that don't count.
Yeah, that's not advanced enough.
How long have they really been working on AI?
Same thing with the with planes. You remember, like, it was just like 1990 where you had to be riding on a plane just to go from like London to New York.
They used to have that. You said it's called the Concorde, right? Concorde. I heard they were trying to bring that back. They're trying to bring supersonic planes back for commercial
We have
travel.
Planes changed every. Because even when we were kids, the engines were smaller. They used to have the 3 engines on the plane and stuff like that. And then we went to the regular 2-plane engines, and we've been stuck to that forever. Okay. We're stuck.
Then that leaves me with the question: what are they focusing on? Then?
Right.
Maybe they're just not focusing on
mind manipulation.
That's why I say there's more to it.
Right now.
Cars. I think the first car, the Henry Ford Model T, was made in 1920.
Yeah, I went to.
If you look at the evolution of how cars change, within from 2010 to today, we're mad stuck. We're super stuck.
I feel like they are more focused on mind manipulation and population control.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're focused on something. Because I mean, they're focused. I can see that.
Look at cameras. How many cameras you went through, like camera types you went through as a kid, and then look what we're stuck with. We're still on the same cameras. We went from.
I haven't thought about that.
And like the big light.
The little thing that you had to.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Until you hear it click and then you got to put your eye.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Remember TVs?
Camcorders.
When we were kids, we went from. I call them the big butt TVs with the BBLs.
Oh yeah.
And then remember when they went over the plasmas?
The BBLs.
And then remember like in 2010 when we had 3D TVs and you had to buy the glasses with the TVs and stuff like that, and then we just gave up. It just stopped, and we're just stuck on the same type of TVs. So something's up.
Yeah, these niggas getting projected.
They said all that money we was spending on all that other crap, we putting it right here. How we gonna depopulation? Like how we gonna do this? How we gonna do this? Ah, man.
That's my take on that. So it could be true. It can't be true. I believe it's something else that they were there for. But
I believe them.
I wonder when it's going to reveal itself, though.
I'm sorry.
It's going to be scary.
It's already revealed itself.
But when it really hits us and we can't focus on anything else, when it hits us, when it's at our door.
Honestly, with this situation, though,
It'll be too late that time.
I don't think they was aliens. I think they was just some beings from another dimension that got lost, and they was just roaming around trying to figure out what the hell going on, why all these people looking at me, and where the hell am I at? That's what I think. But
isn't that considered an alien? A being from a different universe?
It's
Anybody
an
from
alien?
a different
But what if it's
universe?
us?
Anybody from a different
What if it's us?
You're
From
still
another
alien.
universe.
You're still an alien.
Anything
It's an unknown entity.
is an alien.
It's an alien.
But what
That's
if
like
it's
a
me?
UFO.
I'm an alien. I can be an alien.
If you go to somewhere
if
else,
if I go somewhere else.
yes, you're
so it's
considered an
alien.
alien.
So
I don't think they should
it's not
I'm talking about extraterrestrial,
Yeah.
not. See, y'all see me out doing
Trying to be,
political shit, man.
politically
No,
correct.
man. No.
That's the definition of an alien.
Alien. I wanted to say it, but I'm like, nah.
Nah, man. We talking about ET, phone home, goddamn. But I appreciate y'all, man, for tapping in. That was pretty much all I had, man.
I'm ready.
Yeah, man.
I'm so ready.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I'm so ready. I just want the sky to flip open, and then there's just I'm bored.
What the?
Bored.
Go build a Lego set if you're bored. What the hell you want the sky to flip over for?
Guys, this is conversations that I have to have with this man almost on a daily basis.
Oh hell.
Like I'm mad bored. Like it's boring.
Like, it's so bad he loves any space show known to man.
I gotta watch
He
it.
has to watch
You know what we should do? We should go on a rando nodding hunt.
A what?
I don't know what that is.
So basically, it was real big back in the day. It was something called rando nodding. They pulled up this app, and they would state their intention, and then it'll put coordinates on wherever that intention is, and then you basically just go on an adventure, and you go to the coordinates, and you just find whatever.
So
it is.
creepy. They were
Because it sounds like you want to go on an adventure. Like that's what you need. You need some goddamn Sathora in your goddamn.
They
Like,
will,
you trying to
sometimes people will put wild stuff in the app, like just put money or put
They'll say scary,
and then the app will give you coordinates, and they just go.
Yeah.
They'll show up at a graveyard. They'll show up at a house, a random house.
bro. It's
Why
a
would
wild
somebody do
app,
that?
bro.
I'll tell you the truth.
It's so.
It's a wild app.
When it put, no, I ain't messing with the like paranormal stuff, but like when it comes to like alien stuff, I do it. But the only reason I wouldn't do it today is my wealth don't allow me to. If I do it, I need my full focus into it because I'm going on that hunt. I don't need to be worrying if I gotta go to work tomorrow when I done found something and I need to figure out what.
Man,
You quit
I'm
your
gonna be
job
honest,
was-
bro. Them people that be getting abducted and shit, man, I be seeing them. That shit don't look fun, bro. It don't sound fun. When they go into hypnosis, my brain is. I'm like, what the fuck going on? They doing experience.
It's
I
never
don't
good
want
stories when they get
abducted. I don't want it, bro. Keep that away from me.
I would never want that ever on Earth.
No mas. When they pull up, hablo no inglés. What are you talking about?
Listen, how you know they don't know every language?
They do.
So whatever language you speak to them in, they gonna respond to you. There's no way you're getting away from them.
Hey, they gonna understand this. Ricky!
I'm ready. I'm ready. Like I'm a big fan of like Rick and Morty too.
Oh, that shit funny as hell, bro.
I take that stuff serious to heart. I watch that like that's life. That's
No,
life.
but for real,
You like
some
the-
of them adventures that Rick and Morty go on, I be like, yo,
Bro,
what?
I'm like, yo, what kind of fucked up edibles do they be
are
eating? What these writers be
I'll be honest
eating?
with you, you cannot watch that show sober.
That's
If
a
you
show
watch
that you gotta
if you
get
watch
to
it
it.
sober, you will never understand the gravity of how insane that
That's
show
why.
is.
That's
I watch it
That's
so.
probably why.
No, you cannot watch
Then
it.
you get into it.
Like, if you
So,
watched
I
a
watch
few
it both
episodes,
ways.
if you
Yeah.
watched it both ways, then yes, you can
And
understand
let me
it
tell-
sober.
you want me to tell
But
you
if
how bad it
you
is?
watching it for the first time and you're trying to get into that
That's probably
show,
why I never got into
Want
it.
me
Why
to-
you be watching that?
Want me to tell you how
Right.
bad it is? I have to be slammed. Not just a few sips of liquor or nothing like that. I have to be slammed to watch Rick and Morty. Slammed.
Really?
I'm fully invested, and the journey I go on, it's insane.
This sound like a mushroom
The
or
way you
acid
talk
trip
about it, though, the
or something.
basically,
Like-
like
And the colors do look like that though in the
Yeah,
show.
basically.
Crazy,
Yeah.
even like the one with the episode where
But we don't do
the
that.
car battery.
let me clear it up. We don't
Oh,
do
no, yeah.
that.
Hey, we
Nah,
have to
for
do
real though,
conversation.
Nah, I mean, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up like a gift. You already know, light it up like a spliff. Don't trip off the acid dip. We gon' take a. Alright, now I'm just
Trip.
Bars. What the ad? But nah, man, that's all I have, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button.
Hey.
Hit the subscribe button,
Hey.
the like button.
Hey.
I'm gonna have to fight something.
That part. Comment. DM us on social media if you got topics you want us to talk about.
We don't condone violence over here.
No violence.
Kai Jones. Just Kai.
As you would say, Key.
Yeah. Key. Just Key.
Just
Key.
But that's all, folks, man. Appreciate all for tuning in, man.
Tune in.
Bye.
We out.
Peace.
One time, you know you just got that glow, be my sunshine. She said she gon' work it out like I combine. The way I saw you looking, all I need is one sign. Like go. Swerving through her curves, I might need Geico. If I crash, we gon' need insurance, yeah, that's for sure. Cause that shit gon' hit 9 months down the road. Hey, always shoot your shot, you might miss out on the score. Hey, you be acting now, need to put you in the show. Hey, ain't no moving funny, cause it's like shit in the joke. When you play the field, yeah, you just stay making goals.